Hello, friends and fellow witches.
Thomas! This isn't the best time. I'm, expecting someone.
Hi, Thomas!
Oh, no, not goblins. Anything but goblins.
Oh, wait, I'm Zephyr, and yes, I'm, Goblin. I've been wanting to chat. I want to clear something up. I think my mom gave your mom a spook in the mines some years ago.
Yes. And then the nitrogen levels in our soil started dropping. You did something to leach the nutrients from our land.
No. It's because the mining company's activities caused flash floods. We goblins would never hurt your farm, Thomas.
I got a question for you. I've noticed that things on my farm get repaired all of a sudden. That you're doing?
Yep. Sometimes I tinker around your farm when I see a need for tinkering. So, what do you say? Maybe we could try being, I don't know, normal with each other?
Fine.
Yay! Really?
I was dead set against witches, but it turns out you magical folks are good for something after all. So, who knows?
Yippee! Woo! I'm so excited I could just...
Whoa. She always do that?
Pretty much.
Okay, so, I don't know if that means the fairy is dealt with now. Let's head over there. Well, there it is. And, Peanuts could, like, come fishing off of this. And, get some good stuff, but we can't. Oh, hello. There's no fishing at all this morning. Huh, interesting. Hey, Shelby, what's up? Or Shelby, Bruno.
Gloria, Giacomo, Marcus and Lena. All my neighbors were witches, and I never knew.
What are you gonna
I
do?
understand why they never said a word. I do. But it's an awful lot to find all this out. Especially at my age.
Hi, Lena. I got your note. So what is this custom you mentioned?
Well, I've mentioned that my ancestors are commemorated in the statue in the town square, right?
I know all about them.
Oh, well, I won't bore you with the details again then. The story is a legend now, but the tradition continues. There is a mold of the original ring in Francis's shop that you can buy. Bring that with some medals to Natalia, and she can make you an authentic Fairhaven engagement ring. Good luck!
That's cool. So let's go do that. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. He's not in. Is he in today at all? It's Friday. Yeah, he's coming. He's coming. Marty, what's up?
There was a woman with wings there that night at the mayor's mansion, right? You saw her too?
Oh, Marty, I can't really talk about that.
Oh, that's right. You're one of the witches. You know, the thing I was falsely accused of being. I'm not the only one who's had a false identity around here, am I?
Ironically, no. Okay, so we got the wedding ring mold.
Well, so that cat's out of the bag. And there's no stuffing it back in, I suppose. Would just get clawed if I tried.
Alright, so let's go now. I can't do this. Is she closed Fridays? No, she's open at 9. Oh, thank goodness. Just wait. That was good. Thank goodness.
Hi, Natalia. Can you make a wedding ring using this mold?
I sure can, but bring me some raw materials first. Hey, Atera.
Now that Fairhaven is safe, I've got plenty of minutes. What's going on?
I've been thinking, and I still feel real bad about accusing Sophia of being a witch. Not that being a witch is anything terrible.
I know, Natalia. It's fine.
Of course, the Wraith was part of it, but the Wraith picked me. What can I do to make Sophia forgive me?
You can't make her forgive you, but you could create something heartfelt. That's a great first step.
Oh, last summer, I did hear her say that she missed her best cast iron pan. It cracked. I could make her a new one? Or better yet, a whole set.
That's the spirit.
I'm low on supplies. The next time you're in the mine, do you think you could pick me up a few things?
Sure thing.
Oh, thanks a million, Tara. You always give the best advice.
I think we got you.
I can't wait to get started on that cast iron pan.
Your wait is officially over.
Oh, this is gorgeous stuff. Thanks, Tara. It won't take long to shape this into a set of pans. But then, I gotta give it to Sophia.
Hey, it's okay. Just be sincere. Sophia really appreciates sincerity.
You're right. Wish me luck. Have you brought the raw materials to make a wedding ring?
Yes, I have.
Okay, I'll work on this all night. Come back tomorrow.
All right. Now, what I'm kind of thinking is that, it got me thinking here. I wonder if that thing that Zephyr has in their shop is in fact not a wand, but a upgraded fishing rod. And if the reason I'm not able to catch the more complicated fish is that I need that, I'm wondering. I feel like that might be where we're going. I bet that's a fishing rod.
Ooh, I can't wait to balance brooms for Sebastian and Juliet. They'll be so cute whizzing around.
And I don't think I have... Oh, I do. Here you go.
Hey, just what I need to go with my afternoon cake. Thanks.
It's always nice to give away some of the gifting stuff, as you don't need... You don't need everything. Yeah, so it's interesting. Okay, we can give Wesley the stuff. Okay, we can do that. We can make the turn back time thing as well. Hey, buddy. Here you go.
Excellent. I can get to work now.
It's so strange having Gloria back. I expect it might put Lena on edge for a while.
Really? Why?
Because if it had been Gloria who was head of the coven when Lena disappeared, Gloria might have gone in after her, and Lena knows it.
Okay, boop, boop, boop. Oh yeah, I guess we could go and go see what supplies we have here. Excuse me, my dears. Well, I need to go buy things. Okay, there's a lot of things here. I don't know. I don't think I probably need these things really. I'm assuming I can't grow a magical bean on my farm, so with that, I think we'll bid adieu. I do need to go and get some seeds for my flowers there. That would be good. So yeah, I don't know. What I'm gonna do though, let's buy also, I just realized I'm almost out of gold bars. I have next to none. Good on silver, good on those. Okay, I think we're good. So she's got the thing. Natalia's making that. Alright, yeah, let's go buy flowers. Okay, that's all good. And then, we need to go give Shelby his thing. Give a... I think I had one more meal to give you here, didn't I? Did I give you all of them? Oh, bummer.
Zephyr's been asking me about how weather works outside of Fairhaven. I'll make a cuppa and we'll chat all about climate cycles.
That is a good idea. Parker, what's up? Have a cup of coffee on the house.
Ben, Tara, I'm sorry about what I said. You know, about witches. I'm still getting used to the idea that witches are real and malcontents aren't. And I'm gonna be honest, it might take me a while, but I'll do my best not to treat you different just because of who you are.
That means a lot, Parker. Thank you.
So, you know, it is nice that we have this, like, kind of the slow resolution, regardless of, you know, whether or not there's still things left to do. Oh, I just ran past the flower. No, no, no. Just trying to cut everything down. Kid. Come to give shall be the thing. Buddy, here's your stuff. Got it. Also, what do you have for sale?
Well, that sure is a nice surprise. I'm grateful.
And, there we go. Goulash was your favorite. Oh, well, we didn't even know how to make it previously.
No, that's a taste of home. How thoughtful of you.
Okay, so nothing else to do in here. Might head out to the forest and check on that then. This is lake fishing, is it not? I can't imagine I'm finding stuff here. Although this is an island, is everything... I don't know, maybe I haven't fished here enough. Totally plausible. Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. I'm probably, like, vastly overthinking all of this. But this seems more like a lake or a river. Like a stream. The way it goes through here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah!
Okay, so char are... Yeah. Let's see. Char. It's a lake fish. Okay, so this is considered to be a lake. Fine. So the ferry's working. Everything's kind of good there. I don't know what we're gonna be resolving there otherwise, so let's head out this way. I need to go to the Coven tonight. See what's doing there. Okay. Oh, no, I can't do that. Alright. Well, let's go down here, because I can wrap up a few things. Hey, dude, do you have a pineapple today? Oh, yeah, you do.
So, Sebastian said he's going to be a part of Coven too when he gets older. That's cool, I guess. Can you, like, magic up some perfect rollers for me tomorrow?
Sorry, Kai. I can make it rain, though.
Nah, don't do that. Then the waves get all disorganized.
This is a funny idea. Okay, let's go. Oh, she's not here. She back over here. It's not a good way to spend all your days off.
Holy... Tara, I can't believe you actually got me this. It's amazing. Bruno's really going through it now that the truth about Otto is out, huh? I've been giving him some of my best cuts of meat. I feel like a cat leaving dead animals on the doorstep.
Here we go. Here's the good stuff.
I mean...
Alright, and then I want to go back and see if fishing returned. It did. Every time I think I'm going to skip through a day, I think a lot of little things come up in the middle of the day. And it kind of like negates my whole thoughts on skipping through the day. Or I just forget, and then we don't get onto it. Though I do wish I could cause something to make the fish reappear faster. That would be handy. Can I just jump into the... No, as much as I want to. Yeah, no, they do not come back quick, do they? We're running to see something exciting. Has it happened yet? Hey buddy, do I have anything for this fine friend of ours? I think I gave him all my Scottish food. I've got whiskey. Sorry, buddy.
It's bad luck to mess with the spirits.
Okay.
So, I guess... this is awkward.
It doesn't have to be.
Oh, Tara, I'm so sorry. I've just had a bad time with witches. Like, really, really bad. Oh, geez, this is all so much. My brain feels like an oven with too many trays inside.
Okay, new acquaintance doesn't quite begin to... Yeah, no, they're still gone. So this totally baffles me in terms of, like, when we're going to be able to go and get something good here, fishy-wise. I don't know, outside of, like, seeing it as a thing that's coming from Zephyr. I don't know if we'll need some of that, like, cool wire or something, or... Like, I feel like there's something cool that's gonna... Cause this is, no matter how much fishing we do, these rare catches are not coming, so... Or I've got a special bait that I don't have yet. No idea. It's interesting, though. Kind of, like, you know, getting that one thing, yeah, made me kind of intrigued to push ahead on the fishing. Because otherwise, I didn't really care that much. We'll do one more and then we're out. I would have kind of left the fishing and just been like, I don't need to catch them all, but now I'm kind of more intrigued by it because the difficulty in getting it is suggesting something major I'm missing, which I like to see. There, that's that. Well, let's head back out here. Anything doing out here? Everybody's just lounging around. It's like way too chill. No. No, nobody's got any. They're all like, meh. We're all pretty good, man. We've figured out all the problems. Oh, that's the wrong one. I want to go to this one. Come and get all this stuff. Alright, that's good enough. Okay, actually, so we need to give Marty his thing. And I need to make rewind for... Okay, so yeah, let's go over here. So I feel like we're going to have, the wedding's going to be a big deal. I'm wondering if that's going to lead to maybe Zephyr doing maybe a special fishing rod for us. I don't know, I can only conject. No idea. Oh, I'm missing a gem. Alright, and then... I'm not sure what I want to do here. Guess we'll do this. And then, so we got, yeah, we need to make that. So I need to get a gemstone from the mine, so let's go do that right now. Briefly head in there. Then we'll get to bed. And, yep, level 1 should do it, right? Hey, buddy. It's you I was looking for. Okay, good. That's excellent. Perfect. That is the gemstone we needed. Okay, did you get anything good here, fishy? Oh, did you run out of bait? Alright, you can stop dinging. We're good. I guess while we're waiting, we'll plant flowers. Okay, finally stopped. Alright, let's get these tulips in the ground. This is, again, this day, there's just still like more little things that I intended to do. I thought, oh, we'll end it early. No, we're gonna like barely get to bed on time. Let's go get this task done. They just wanted one. Yeah, perfect. Alright, let's go back, let's go to sleep. We'll keep going here. Because we've got a, I don't know, do we have an engagement day? And then we'll have to set a wedding date. That'll take a week. I have no idea. See, again, it's always intriguing, this part of video games, where they
Morning,
like
Violet.
resolve things and then lead to a conclusion, but
It's all
who
the
knows?
Mirandas.
I wanted to see the Wylde farm again. Violet said you restored it to its former glory.
I just wanted to go for a walk.
He's still getting used to Mom being here, so he's like her barnacle.
I heard that.
Otto's called an emergency meeting. Will you come with us?
It'd be my pleasure.
Good morning. I am truly glad to see you all looking
How's he
well.
holding me?
Otto soft, everybody. Now, with 100% less slime.
There's no point in theatrics. I am resigning as the mayor of Fairhaven, effective immediately.
No shocker there. He kinda had to step down.
Right? Meeting stranger danger Vanessa in the woods for all those years was corruption. I think.
Who will replace you?
I would like to nominate Gloria Miranda to be interim mayor until you all can hold another election. Does anyone disagree with that? Good. Gloria, do you accept?
I do.
Then that's settled. And it means that Vanessa and I can leave Fairhaven. The state attorney general wants to have a conversation about some of my, past fundraising efforts.
I have something to say. I'm sorry for the way I acted. I may have been possessed by a wraith, but before that, I kept secrets and manipulated people. I was only concerned about myself. I'm sorry to the Coven, and to Juliet especially. I've thought about it, and I don't have a place in Fairhaven. Not right now.
Or ever.
So I've spoken to Giva about taking over at the school.
I'm quite excited.
We'll be taking the next ferry to Milkwater.
Kind of wondering about the school.
And then, a sea monster came out of nowhere and ate the ferry. Violet! Joking, joking.
Hey, I just realized I came to Fairhaven a year ago today.
And do you wish that you were on that ferry? Heading back to the city?
No. Not for anything.
Oh wow, okay. So, we're not we've got something else. I think we're still waiting. So let's wait a little bit. We'll watch the credits here. We still got to give our engagement ring and all of that. I suspect we still have that to go through. Yeah, that's very cool. Yeah, I really enjoyed the game. I think it was a really lovely, really well done game. I think again the voice acting was really well done. They putting so much effort into that, and that was well cast and everything. That was, I think, the high point of the game. And it was, despite being a few repeating things when you like gift food, which I can see why, is an unbelievable amount of voice acting that's in the game, which is really cool. It's just everything, the whole game. So much, like the graphics are great. It's a well drawn out game. I think other than the witch trials taking a while to get to, that felt dragged out to me each time. But again, I'm sure there's some logical reasons for that. So it would have been nice if we could have kind of skipped ahead. But I mean, we could have just moved to the evening every day and then went to bed. Other than that, it went really well. In fact, I think we could have just done that, so it's on us, really. But it gave us time to get things done. So again, all told, I think it was a really fantastic game. There's not a lot of games where I don't have like complaints or gripes by the end of it. This wasn't it. I liked how all the elements kind of came together and felt integral, and there was no fluff. Everything felt like it had a meaning tied in and a purpose to it, which is always huge. A lot of games, I don't know, they by the time you get to the end, sometimes they feel a little like they unravel a bit, like they're not entirely sure how they're wrapping up, or they had an end point and it's getting to that finish line is kind of hard sometimes. And this one, no, everything was fantastic. I like that Canadian French. Yeah, that's good, as Disney could from France French. Very good. I am not a French speaker, but I definitely know that's the thing you learn as a Canadian learning French. They tell you, what we're learning is not French. We're learning Canadian French. French people might hate you if you speak to them with French or Canadian French. It's not as, what's the word? Not pure, but like that kind of an idea. It's not as faithful to the, the French, the language police in France, as opposed to the ones that we have. If you're not Canadian, you actually wonder, do we have language police? There actually is such a thing here. To kind of look it up. It's distressingly ridiculous. But we don't have it in the rest of Canada, just in Quebec. All right, so we got something happening here. This is we'll keep going a little bit here. Congratulations on finishing the first year of Wildflowers. We hope you've enjoyed playing. Though you finished the main story, there are plenty more stories to experience, so check in with people over the coming days if you want to see more. Okay, I had a feeling. It went to morning. Okay, because we were kind of waiting on something to happen here. Okay, we're going to keep going through this day then. Because we got to go see Natalia. First, I can't leave weeds lying on the ground. Is she open today at 9? Saturday, yep, okay. That's good. Here you go. Okay, we'll just let you get on over there. You need the go fasties that I got. I got the go fasties here. Whoa, what you up to, Bruno? Alright. You stayed up all night. How was it?
I finished making your wedding ring. Good luck.
Alright. Proposed to Amira. Wow. So that, timing-wise, that worked out really well as well. I'm impressed by that. Here you go. Here's your stuff, dude.
Wow, you took care of this for me? Country people really are nicer.
I'll go that for Marty. Alright, big day. Here it is.
Amira, I have some jewelry I think you'll really like.
isn't usually my style, but this... Oh, Moosh.
I know you're busy being a doctor, but do you have time to make an honest doctor's wife out of me?
Oh, nothing could make me happier. Could our celebration be a simple one? And fast, too. I don't want to wait.
I was hoping you would say that. Next week?
Always a week.
Perfect.
Always a week.
I'll set everything up at Town Hall.
Right. And have some food. Because you can't do this on an empty stomach. Please tell me I have some food.
So much Persian food is all that... I wonder if Vanessa could have gone another way. If someone had just reached her sooner. I wasn't born into a witch family either. I also had a friend who brought out my powers. Could I have turned into a dark witch too if a few things had gone differently?
Now, I realized, like, I think what I'm going to do is that we'll be playing now, guessing it's, 7 days. So this is going to give us time to, well, they said we need to, run into people around town, and there's going to be some more little bits of narrative and stuff. I don't know how much of this, like, they did done one update since I started. It was a significant update. It was like a romance update and everything. I don't know how much is, was added since then, or how much was since the beginning. So we'll see here. Do I have anything else? I don't, do I? I need to make you some food.
So you're going to be the new teacher. That's exciting.
Right! I just need to create new lesson plans for the spring semester. And also sort out what exactly I'm going to write in my report on Fairhaven's weather. I'm going to have to say something, and it was witches won't really hold up when I'm defending my dissertation.
You don't blame it on witches, you blame it on the goblins, I think. Nope, all money. That's fine. Fine by me. Alright, yeah, they're good, they're good. Okay, so... yeah, Zephyr wants a thing. Let's get them the stuff. So this is exciting.
Oh, this'll get my gears turning.
So, have you been by Thomas's place lately, Zephyr?
Yeah, he gets startled when I just pop in, so I'm working on popping a little farther away and then walking up so he can see me coming. But then sometimes I just startle Marty instead. He can't really win.
Yeah, I have 2 of these on me. I guess I can go and hook up another one of the things in the mine. Yeah, we haven't seen any use for any of this other stuff, so I think we'll keep doing that.
Gloria is such a warm presence. It's good to see her walk the streets of Ravenwood Hollow again.
So, Perry, how do you feel now that all of Fairhaven has met you?
Untethered. Which is startling, but... maybe I can grow to like it. This feeling of openness.
Alright, I think that's good. Oh, I wanted to talk to Shelby. That's right, he's a little preoccupied. Alright, hey, how are you doing, Ariel? Ariel?
Vanessa being a witch should surprise no one. There are many other ways of becoming a witch besides lineage.
Really? I didn't know that was possible.
Magic is a gift. It can be given, as well as taken.
Alright, I'm gonna go back over to Town Square, since it is only noon, and see if we can't chat up everybody here. Got any pineapple for me, bud? Yeah, I'm gonna need to get a pineapple tree. That's what I need.
Last spring, Hazel was still with us, and I was still telling her that we couldn't afford to be honest with our neighbors. Hazel, if you're listening, I was wrong. I'll happily admit it.
Vi's been quiet since Mom came back. It's like she doesn't know how to act now that she doesn't have to step in for Mom.
Alright, now we'll see if we can scoop something here. It's funny, I do find in this game, once in a while I do forget that I could be talking. Since we get so kind of like wrapped up in what we're doing. Oh hey.
Parker, this design is perfect. It looks just like Leon Korn's desk.
Oh, hey there, Tara. I'm building Messenger Connor a new desk modeled on the one in the office of the League's founder, Dr. Korn. Cameron, I'm honored that you're giving me such an important task. I promise I'll make a faithful copy.
Oh, Parker is so talented. I'm sure Leon Korn himself will not be able to tell the difference.
Oh, thank you, Tara. I'm certainly going to try. I do appreciate the compliment, Tara. Truth is, I kind of fell into carpentry. It wasn't something I was particularly passionate about. I would rather have been a florist, like Wylde, but I find ways to create beauty with my work, even if it's subtle. Like lining up the wood grain on cabinet doors. You can find beauty anywhere, if you look hard enough. I was hoping to give Lena some tulips for our anniversary, but Violet's all sold out. I've been checking every day to see if she gets some in stock, but now I think Violet's avoiding me. Are you growing any flowers on your farm?
Yes, I planted a few flowers.
That's great. Lena's never really understood why I love flowers so much, but she does like tulips. I think it's because they're Dutch.
Oh, is Lena Dutch?
No, Norwegian, but that's kind of close, right?
Not even remotely.
Geography was never really my strongest subject. Anyway, if you have any tulips to spare, you would really save the day.
Okay, I'll let you know if I've got some.
Awesome, thanks.
So I don't actually have the tulips.
Finn's decided he wants to knit Lena's dad a pair of socks. Now, he could use a project, and I'm sure Marcus would love them, but I'm just not keen on introducing Finn to pointy objects right now.
Okay, so I've got to, we'll grow those and give them to her. It's gonna give us some time. And yeah, I feel like I've got to just like run into people and keep chatting. Stuff will come up.
I grew up in the city, so I thought I'd seen it all. But I'd never seen the mayor's spouse levitating in the town square. Now, I can say that I've seen it all.
This is probably true.
So, how are things with you and Francis?
We both have a lot of adjusting to do. But you know what? Before you helped me, Francis was the only one who made me feel safe. So, he could turn out to be a pile of hedgehogs in a trench coat, and I'd still love him.
Now, I kind of wonder about, I was at the Consciousness Center, and I was going to say hello to Cameron. And we jumped out of there about the flowers. I was thinking they were going to ask me to get, some ingredients for them, for making the desk. Maybe they don't need that.
Gloria came to visit the Consciousness Center the other day.
Really? I didn't think she was the type.
Oh, no, she didn't want to climb the mountain.
She told me that if I ever accused anyone else of being a malcontent, she would slap me with taxes so high I'd never leave the Valley of Disillusionment. Which, fair.
Nope, I don't have any faves. No, it's interesting, the idea that we've kind of set up the town as like the the town gets, the witches are getting unfairly accused of something, and it's almost suggesting that so are the consciousness people. And yet I do find that kind of like disingenuous. It's a not so subtle nod to like,
So
other
Vanessa was a
modern religious
witch
movements.
this whole time, and she got Otto to do her bidding for years. And she basically kidnapped Juliet to break into the gloaming. Oh, and Gloria? She was trapped in the gloaming for all these years. And now, she's mayor. I think that's all you missed.
Yeah, she had some catching up to do. But yeah, I don't know that you could compare, say, like a modern religious movement. Say one written by a sci-fi author, not naming names, and something like, say witchcraft. Like, they're not, but I don't know, I feel like there's almost like a false analogy.
Spring is way more chill now that Gloria is the mayor. Wow, I can't believe that things got more chill after someone we all thought had disappeared just shows up again.
Oh hey Kim, I probably have some rice wine here. Hold the phone. I am pickling Kim. That's what I'm doing. Oh, I had some other food as well.
I mean...
Elena. No, let's just talk. Oh, you already did. Okay, and then I don't, I don't really need anything. We're good. But yeah, at any rate, I'm not gonna chat, I'm just gonna keep moving. Yeah, I get the idea of, like, kind of comparing things and trying to show the idea about being respectful to different ideas and stuff. But I think we could also argue that some ideas are maybe less toxic than others. Maybe a way of putting it. I don't know. Are all ideologies the same? Are they all comparable? Everybody would probably argue that everybody else's ideology is not. Does that mean we need to be more open-minded maybe, and more respectful of ideologies we aren't that familiar with? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. Like, again, it's like we have to look at the ideas. Is the ideology causing harm outside of itself? And that is really subjective. And I think that is maybe one of the problematic parts of ideology, is that it's kind of an in-eye the beholder sort of thing. It's like, is this my ideology? Is it someone else's? So is it really causing harm? At any rate, yeah, it's a weird thing. Okay, Bruno's here, and he wants something. So let's go and see Bruno. Hey, bud.
I've a hankering for some company the next time I go fishing by the bridge. Want to be that company?
It is an honor I can't refuse.
You're sweet. I'll set up by the bridge tomorrow morning.
Okay, that's cool.
It's hard, Otto leaving like that. But inside him somewhere is the boy I know. When he comes back, I'll help that boy show his face to the world again.
Alright, I do need to go and grow... I don't have any more flowers, do I? Oh, I do, okay. Okay, and then the tulip seeds. I'm gonna get like 4 there. And what I could do is make them grow a little faster. 2 days remaining. Okay, and then... I think I'm going to leave everything. Let's just go down here now. I'm going to put a, we put a speed grow on the flowers. But now I also would like to put on a bumper harvest. So then that'll give us 10 in 2 days. So I'll have to wait 2 days to get that. And then that'll be everything we want. I guess I could get the fertilizer, but I don't really care that much. Yeah, going fishing with Bruno should be interesting. That will that'll help us out. Did we go? Oh my gosh, really?
Hey, Feedy, get to it!
Does Feedy have feed? Feedy has feed still. Okay, I was worried. We bought a lot of feed for Feedy, so thought Feedy must kind of be done. Now I'm kind of wondering if this whole fishing with Bruno thing is going to be kind of what we're looking for. Oh, that's not it. Although, actually, yeah, you know, we will make a bumper harvest of the wine. Yeah, so there's nothing else here. How many do I have? Put a few more tappers on the job. Okay. Oop. Alright, yeah, those things all done. So yeah, I feel like that maybe going fishing with Bruno is going to lead to Zephyr coming and giving us a helping hand or something. Can't help but feel like there's going to be something that's going to come of it, because we're at a point where, yeah, I don't know why I haven't figured out the whole fishing scene yet. But I feel like it's like going to be something obvious that I would have known. You know, had we been able to run into it. Like at this point, I feel like we should have been able to, know what it was that we were missing by now. I can't help but feel like it's something. I'm wondering what I'm getting at. I'm wondering if that quest came up, which is maybe a late game quest, but it came up early because we burned through other quests, or because of randomness, and maybe it shouldn't have come up quite yet. I don't know.
Aw, still loving that, aren't ya?
Yeah, the whole late game fish thing. I mean, like 8 billion fish at this point. Can I even see? I always try to do this, don't I? No. We have a lot of fish, and I don't think we need them all. But anyway, I guess what we can do is let's take a break there, and yeah, when we come back, we'll keep on going. It does still feel like there's some lingering things to do. You know, we got to tie the knot in 7 days. We get his tulips. We'll go fishing. It's gonna be these little things that are gonna kind of be interesting. Oh, you know what? Actually, while we're at it, we should probably go to the Coven, because we haven't been there since everything. So let's go do that. Because I almost wonder if there'll be any other requests come out of this. Things might be quiet. Oh, things might be quiet here. Oh no, here we go.
Figured you'd be back. Guilty conscience weighing on you, boy.
Yes, very much.
I've been thinking about your betrayal too. Because of what you did, those of us in the Coven had to use a tremendous amount of magical force. It was exhausting.
I realize that. So I brought something to contribute to the wellspring. If you'll take it. This is the werewolf suppression potion Vanessa gave me. It's made with rare ingredients.
Ah, so it's powerful stuff.
Powerful enough to keep the wellspring balanced for a good while.
That would give us a much-needed break.
But Wesley, doesn't that mean you'll be a werewolf in the daytime too?
Yes. At least until I start taking the potion again. Vanessa told me how to brew more, and Perry's already begun a batch. But it takes a long time to steep. In the meantime, giving you my supply is the right thing to do.
It's brave of you to give up something you've relied on.
Is it brave? Doesn't feel that way to me. You witches are the brave ones.
All right, Wesley. We accept. Go ahead.
feel amazing.
Holy mother of... It's working. I guess I'd better get used to looking like this for a while.
Don't fret. It's your more fetching form, boy.
Hey. Both your forms are smoking. This is a body positive coven.
I wish I agreed, but thanks for the support, I guess.
Hey, you're supporting us, so we're supporting you. That's how this works.
All right, very cool. So that wraps that up. So Perry's gonna have more sauce brewing for him. Yeah, I was kind of wondering if there was going to be anything else that was going to come of this. We'll see. There might be more things. We'll have to keep checking back in evenings. But let's go to bed for now, and we'll come back at this. I don't know. We'll see how long how it's going to take to get on through here. You need more stuff. All right. I'll have to get them some more bait. All right.
Is it
On that
time
note,
for
we'll see
bed?
you all next time. Till then, bye-bye.